Have you ever thought about building a career in one of the most exciting fields out there right now? Well, today, we're diving deep into the world of data science. We're going to lay out a blueprint for a global career that is, and I mean this, in ridiculously high demand. So let's get right into what makes this field so valuable.
Okay, let's start with a number that'll definitely get your attention. $125,000. That's the average top-end salary for a data scientist just in the United States alone. It's a pretty powerful signal of just how much these skills are worth in today's market. But, why is that? Why is the demand so high?
Well, it's not just about the money. Industry analysis basically confirms it. The role of a data scientist has become one of the most sought-after jobs on the entire planet. This isn't just some fad happening in a few tech hubs. We're talking about a worldwide phenomenon. Companies everywhere are racing to figure out how to use their data.
And this visual really drives that point home. I mean, the amount of data being created every single second, it's just mind-boggling. Think about it. Finance, healthcare, retail, you name it. Every industry is basically swimming in an ocean of data. So they desperately need experts who can dive in, make sense of it all, and turn all that raw information into actual smart decisions.
So the opportunity is clearly huge, but what does it actually take to become a data scientist? Let's open up the toolkit and see what you need to build a really successful career.
At its heart, the job follows a pretty clear process. It almost always starts with data cleaning, and trust me, data is often super messy. Then you move into analysis to spot patterns and trends. After that, you're building predictive models to forecast what might happen next. And finally, and this is key, you deploy those models so the business can actually use them. It's really a journey from messy, raw data to real-world impact. Okay, so here's the technical foundation of your toolkit. First, you've got to speak the language, right? That means programming in Python or R. Then you need SQL to talk to databases and pull out the information you need. Of course, there's machine learning, the algorithms you'll use to build those predictive models. For huge data sets, you'll need tools like Hadoop and Spark. And to make it all understandable, you'll use visualization tools like Tableau. All of this is often done on cloud platforms like AWS or Google Cloud. This is your technical bedrock. But here's the thing. Being a tech genius isn't quite enough. The best data scientists have these critical power skills. It's one thing to find something interesting in the data. It's a whole other thing to solve a real business problem with it. And probably the most important skill of all, communication. You have to be able to explain your complex findings to people who aren't data experts. Being able to tell a compelling story with data is what separates the good from the truly great. So how do you get all these skills? Well, there are two main paths, and they work best together. A formal degree gives you that solid theoretical foundation, but professional certifications, say from a company like Google or Microsoft, prove that you have the practical, hands-on skills to do the job right now. And for international work, those certs can be a huge boost for both employers and your visa applications. So once you have that toolkit, a whole world of opportunity just opens right up. Let's pull up our global map and see where a career like this can take you. This table gives us a fantastic snapshot of what you could earn around the world. As you can see, the US is leading the pack in terms of salary, but wow, countries like Canada, Australia, and Germany offer really competitive pay and amazing opportunities too. Your skills are basically a passport to a high-paying job in so many different parts of the globe. Let's start our little world tour in North America. The US is, without a doubt, the hub of tech innovation, which creates this endless demand for talent. And right next door, you've got Canada, which has its own booming tech scene and is famously welcoming to skilled professionals through its immigration policies. Now, let's hop over to Europe. Here, we've got powerhouses like the UK and Germany. In the UK, you have London's massive finance and tech sectors that are just constantly hiring. And in Germany, the demand is really driven by its world-class manufacturing and automotive industries, which are all in on data science and AI right now.
And what about heading down under? Australia is this great mix of a super high quality of life and a really exciting up-and-coming tech scene. Plus, they have specific visa programs designed to attract skilled tech talent, which makes it a very tempting destination if you're looking to relocate.
Speaking of visas, you're going to hear this term a lot, a points-based system. So what is that? It's actually pretty simple. It's just a way for countries like Canada and Australia to score applicants. You get points for things like your age, your education, your skills, your work experience. If you get enough points, you qualify. It's a really transparent way for them to find the people they need.
The big takeaway here is that you have options, lots of them. Besides the point systems, the most common route is getting a company to sponsor your visa. They do most of the heavy lifting. And for people with really exceptional skills, especially in hot fields like AI, there are even special talent visas. But here's the bottom line. A job offer is almost always your golden ticket. It's the fastest way to get your foot in the door.
All right, we've talked about the skills, the salaries, and the locations. But what about the future? I mean, what does the long term look like for this career?
Let's just say the forecast is incredibly sunny. As the whole world continues to adopt AI and that mountain of big data just keeps getting bigger, the need for data scientists isn't just staying steady, it's accelerating. For you, that means fantastic job security and amazing opportunities for growth for many, many years to come.
So, that brings us to our final thought. Every single minute, the world is creating this universe of new data, and it's just packed with problems to solve and discoveries to make. The question isn't if this data will shape our world anymore, it's how. So for anyone with the right skills, the real question is this: how will you use it to build the future?